Are we up? This meeting is being live streamed.
Oh.
Yeah, man. But then it says it's being live. Oh, you have to wait about 8-10 seconds, don't you?
Yeah.
That's right. There it is.
Yeah.
I have to shut off that sound. There. Everybody got quiet. We don't have to be quiet.
I was just thinking about how bad I want freedom fries now.
Mm.
I'm just hungry.
Who was I talking to recently about? Oh, maybe
Freedom
been a
fries?
rabbit's. No, about fries with mayonnaise. And it's like, yeah, in England, that's what you get. You get mayo with chips.
Mayo. Well, I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense. I mean, it's like pretty close to Thousand Island, kind of.
Well, I mean, what's a little bit more fat when you're eating French fries?
Well, yeah.
Right?
I'm eating Fritos, which I'm going to rename Freedom Toes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Sean,
Maybe
you still
Fritos
with
be
us?
Free.
Yes, I am.
Excellent. I think Sean should play us a little ditty. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Yeah.
If Sean would like.
If Sean, if you would like, you could play a little ditty for us.
Little ditty about Sean and Mopco. It's a song we played before the show. You know that John Cougar song. Never mind.
That was the piano stylings of Sean Obach. And in just about, well, roughly 10 minutes or so, it'll be Mopco 2x2x2x2x2x2 with the Mop and Bucket Company. If you're one of the thousands of people who's tuned in, you know that you can put suggestions in the chat on the YouTube, and we will do our very best to honor them. And of course, it is Saturday. I know I'm excited as all get out about that fact. Actually, I kind of wish it was Friday night because then I'd have all of Saturday to look forward to, but that's just me. What do you think, Cat Coppet?
I think that's right.
That's important. Everybody got quiet. It's okay. We don't have to be quiet.
You're hiding, Michael.
I'm snacking.
Backstage. Oh, don't say snacking because there's banana bread in the kitchen and I'm really close to the kitchen. And
I snuck down between our warm up and coming on air and stole another piece of banana bread.
I saw you.
Not to be virtue signaling, but I'm eating clementines.
Oh, please.
But I was eating Fritos, so
we have clementines. I can do that.
Yeah, you're not eating them.
No, I'm eating. homemade vegan chocolate
Okay.
banana bread.
Oh, I see.
So there's
Virtuous
your-
banana bread.
Yeah,
So
we
I
got
see your
virtuous
virtue
banana bread.
signaling, and I raised you a homemade vegan banana bread.
It's
Well
made from a
played.
real homemade vegan.
Right.
Yep.
And it's made from bananas that are not from a banana republic.
Oh, no, there
I
are.
don't have any idea. I can't, I'm sure that the way we got those bananas is worse for the environment than any meat.
Actually, bananas may be on the way out.
In what sense?
Maybe it's a past crisis, but
Like they're
have you
getting
noticed that-
canceled?
no, you know the little bananas that they try to market at the grocery store. Well, the reason that they're bringing those in is that the big ones there's all different varieties of bananas. There's a lot of different kinds of bananas, but basically we've grown to like one kind, and that one kind has a disease of some kind. This is true, and it's like
Hey.
at risk.
Michael,
Yeah.
can I step in?
Yeah, please. You're the expert. I'm
Let me
just
help.
dabbling. Yeah.
Okay, so bananas used to be different. Like banana flavored candy that we have now is actually flavored like a species of bananas that is functionally extinct. So that
we use esters instead. Are you saying that bananas were like esters? Never mind. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, so there was a disease that swept through and killed all the bananas, and then they switched us to this current version of banana, the Cavendish, and we are used to this one, but it also is entirely clonally propagated. So every plant that exists of this type of banana is a clone, which means that if a disease or something finds its way into these populations, then the bananas are just going to be wiped out. And
Because it
they
can't
actually
evolve.
rebreed this because a banana is supposed to be a berry, but they bred out the seeds so long ago, and now like you can't actually get a banana.
Brilliant.
Yes.
Wait, so are there any other varieties of banana though that like we're not used to, but they're
Oh,
out there and we
yes.
could replace them?
Presumably, yes.
Yes, there are. Well,
Yeah.
plantains are bananas.
Yeah.
There are a number of kinds, but they're not as tasty in terms of the sweet fruit.
So Alex, if we became clones,
Yeah.
would evolution end?
Not necessarily,
No.
because there's always mutations.
Right,
Um,
but like even in the cloning process, you're saying there would be
Well,
mutations.
Isn't
Well-
it that we start modifying ourselves faster than evolution does? So it ends in that sense, right?
Oh, I was thinking because it's always because it's a
No.
Not
full
an exact
copy of your
copy.
DNA.
No, if we became clones that couldn't sexually reproduce, we would functionally end evolution. That's what Alex is describing with the bananas. And thank you for correcting me on that. I thought they had a bug. You're saying they are susceptible to being
Yeah.
wiped out if they get one.
Yeah,
That's
because the last popular banana, that's what that happened to.
And I thought what you were
Yeah.
saying is that because they're cloned, they can't evolve like an immunity to that bug.
Well,
But I must have misunderstood you.
no, you're partially correct. Basically, the fact that they're all cloned means that they're all equally susceptible. So because they can no longer sexually reproduce, they can't actually breed in new resistance. Whatever resistance is in those plants is just there. So there is still evolution happening in a sense. Like everything that exists and is alive has evolved the same amount. But yeah, basically it's cloned, so it's functionally no longer evolving.
Gotcha.
Sorry, it's been a while since I thought about this.
No, I'm laughing at Jen's comment, not at you at all.
They have the same problem with boy bands.
Oof.
Yeah.
They're clonally produced, Walt.
Yes.
There hasn't been an original boy band since the Beach Boys.
Hey, it's less than 5 minutes till the big shoe. That would be the Mop and Bucket Company in 2x2x2, the all two-person scene show with randomly chosen actors in a series of scenes that will surprise and delight each and every one of the thousands upon thousands of you from all over the globe who are watching our broadcast this evening on the big YouTube. I didn't mean to stop the conversation. I was just doing that.
Do you guys know why Dolly the sheep was named Dolly?
Yeah, because it's the head of a major world religion.
Well, I mean, in a sense, right? Because it was cloned from a cell from a mammary gland, or yeah, something like that.
Oh, come on!
I swear to God. And I heard this on a podcast about Dolly Parton, like just as an example of like how much she's like been ridiculed rather than appreciated as like a brilliant songwriter.
She is a brilliant songwriter, an
Yeah.
amazing singer.
She's a nice lady.
She's a
Yeah.
good actor.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yep.
I met her if you don't count that there was a pane of glass between us.
Well, I never count that.
Were
Then
you in
I met
Was
her.
prison?
it Walt?
What's that?
She was on your television?
No, when I was in school at Cal Arts, they had a concert for this like country organization. They would rent out the main gallery, and they lock off part of the school so the students can't go in there. But there was a glass door that was locked, and I was working in the animation studio, and I walked by, and there's this woman leaning on the glass door. I think, and then she turns and looks, and then she waves, and I'm like, "Holy shit, that's Dolly Parton!" So I just wave back, and so that's it.
She's
That's the whole
amazing.
story.
Same thing happened with me and Shamu the whale. It's really right at me.
I'm just picturing it, Walt, as you're in prison and she's visiting you and talking to you through the glass.
Yeah, yeah.
And you like put your hands up on the glass together.
That's right. That's exactly.
I cooked a cheeseburger for Liza Minnelli.
Oh, that was nice of you.
Yeah, well, it was my job.
Oh. You weren't just like doing her a solid.
Job was cooking cheeseburgers for Liza Minnelli.
No, well, at that moment, it was, yeah. I mean, no, this waiter came up to the window and he was, "You just cooked a cheeseburger for Liza Minnelli." I'm like, wow, I'm never washing these hands again. Hey, we're just about 2 minutes away from 1 minute away, pardon me, from the big Mopco show, folks. And I know that all the thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people watching are going to be very, very happy to know that we're starting in less than a minute. Isn't that right, gang?
That's right. And I just want to recognize that we just missed the opportunity for like a really great, like short-sighted celebrity encounters skit where because you're like, I'm not going to wash my hands. That's not, you didn't touch Liza Minnelli. You touched a cheeseburger.
Yeah, it doesn't really,
It's not
Right?
that good for you.
no, really loaded with cholesterol and a bad idea to be
And,
anything less
salad,
than nasty.
I'm not sure it's that good for you to not wash your hands after touching Liza Minnelli.
That's also fair.
Man, you guys
Poor
are
Liza
brutal.
Minnelli.
Yeah,
So-
what'd she
I
ever
once,
do
uh,
to you?
I once saw Tom Kenny throw band-aids at a small-time comic writer.
What?
Okay, you win.
Yeah.
And might I add, it is 8 o'clock on a Saturday night during the endless fucking pandemic. So guess what? It's time for the Mop and Bucket Company to perform 2x2x2x2. Let's bring everybody on. I am nominally your host this evening. My name is Michael Burns, and our numbers maven is none other than Sean Casey. I blanked out on the last case. Sean is the piano guy. Take two.
Do you want us to all go off and come back on again?
No,
Mike?
that's okay. It's improv. Our numbers maven and general tech guy is Casey Baker. And at the keyboard, we have the amazing Sean Obach. There, I did it. I did it. Where's Kat? Where's Kat? I'm lost without Kat.
I'm here.
You're here? Okay, that's
Here.
good. 2x2x2x2, of course, is the format where randomly picked numbers decide who does what scene. And Casey, do you have 2 numbers for us?
All right, I got the random number generator up here.
Say
So-
that 10 times fast.
Got so first number would be 6 and 5. Right next to each other.
Ooh, all right.
Random.
Random. Could we have, do you want a suggestion, Alex, or do you just want to go?
We can start with a suggestion if we have one.
Great.
I'm looking at the chat thing. Roger has said Hertz donut. I don't know what that means, but that's what he said.
Oh, that's of my generation.
That's a classic.
Yes,
right.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Hey, you want to try a Hertz donut?
You think I'm going to fall for that? You
I
think
mean, have you tried one before?
no. No, everybody always says you think I'm going to fall for that. Now that I think about it,
Yeah,
maybe I'm missing out.
I think you are. It's a pretty special experience.
Okay. Okay, I'll try a Hertz donut.
All right. Hold out your arm. Bam.
Oh,
Hurts, don't it? I can't believe you fell for that.
Wendy,
Yeah, that's great.
Wendy, you hit my arm.
Because it hurts, don't it?
Yes, it does. It actually hurts.
Yeah.
For a paltry play on words, you hit my arm.
I mean, I'd also hit you for a punch buggy. Just saying.
Is that another excuse to work out your aggression by hitting somebody?
I mean, I don't know why you think there's other ways to do emotions other than hitting people. Like that's news to me.
I would like to suggest that there are other ways to deal with emotions other than hitting people, Wendy.
Are they as fun?
Possibly.
I don't know about this.
They might be as fun.
Hmm.
You would never know if they were as fun or not unless you tried them.
Hell, everything once. All right, what you got? What's
All
your
right,
what's your
Wendy.
big emotional play?
Put your palm up to mine. Just there we go. Now close your eyes. You feel that?
Feel what? Your hand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Now we're going to incredibly slowly, we're just going to pull our palms away, but we're going to continue to feel the other person there. Can you still feel me there?
I think so.
Right. If you don't anymore, stop and just go back.
Cool.
Just keep that contact. And then on the count of 3, we're going to name the emotion that we're getting, that we're feeling from the other person on the count of 3, okay? You still
Okay.
feel me there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And on the count of 3, we're going to name the emotion we're getting from the other person, okay?
All right.
1, 2, 3. Hopelessly in love.
Superiority. Hopeless. What?
What?
Wait, no, you go. You go first.
Did you say superiority?
I got a thing. But did you say hopelessly in love?
No.
Yeah, I think you did.
No.
I think.
No. No, I
I
didn't.
think you have a
No.
crush on me. I don't. I'm just saying. But you wanted to touch hands. I think you
Well,
have a crush on me.
It was simply a way to expand your ability to deal with emotions and another human being without hitting.
A way to expand human. Yeah, no. You just wanted to touch my hand. That's like why your palm was all sweaty, like super gross, dude. Not, but oh God. Oh, why do you look like I hurt you again?
As you said, I was super gross.
Nah, just like the sweaty palm. That's what people say when they like touch you. They're like, ew, gross.
If my palm had been dry, it wouldn't have been gross.
Probably less gross.
Just gross, not super gross.
Sorry, I'm just putting some blocks together in my brain.
Do you know what Wendy? Do you know what? When I'm with you, we're hanging out, I feel like the last popular banana
What do you
on the
mean,
whole planet.
Ben?
I'm the last popular banana on the whole planet. That's how special I feel when I'm with you. I feel like I'm the go-to banana for all the bananas on the planet. But I'm very vulnerable. And then you hit me.
It's a Hertz donut. That's the thing. But I mean, do you bruise like a banana?
All the time.
Oof.
And
I'm
if you
sorry.
leave me out, just marinating in the idea that I'm super gross because of my sweaty palms, I just shrivel up. I shrivel up and turn into a blackened little semicircular leathery object.
Ugh. You'd still be good in bread?
Up to a point, but then not even that.
Ooh. I don't think I've ever seen a banana past that point.
It's not a happy thing.
Doesn't sound like a happy thing. Oh, crap. You mean you. You're still talking about emotions.
Yes.
Okay.
I've taken very large risks here today.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. You're not gross. You're not gross, Ben. All right. You're not. Sorry I said that. I have brothers. You know how boys are.
So they got the big cardboard blocks in the classroom. Do you want to build a castle?
Yes, I would love to build a castle. Can I be? Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And numbers, maven. What indeed are the next two numbers?
All right, we have number 2 and number 7.
Number 2 and number 7.
Shall we get a suggestion?
Please.
Yeah, here we go. Sorry. Emily says, that's not my snail.
I'm sorry, but that is not my snail.
It's got the spots on it, like you said, the one you were missing. It's got spots.
I am sorry, Spencer, that is not my snail. Not every snail is the same, and you can't just switch out a snail and expect me. When I came to your practice, I expected you to be the kind of legitimate, responsible, credible veterinarian that you claim to be. And you can't just switch out one snail for another like parents do with their kids' goldfishes and expect me not to notice.
Well, it's like this. Snails reproduce asexually sometimes. So there's no telling which one of them now is the original because they've had time to grow.
But I know which one's my snail. I bonded with my snail, Dr. Smithers. I bonded with my snail. You cannot just switch them out. Did you kill my snail?
Did I what?
Did you kill my snail?
Oh, I have taken an oath to do no harm intentionally to any living thing. I took the darling little mollusk into my care, and it was doing so well that it reproduced.
I heard that intentionally, that you slipped in there like snail slime. Slipped it in there like a banana peel. I heard that. Otis is not replaceable just because he had a bunch of babies. What happened, doctor?
All right, they're not Otis's babies. They're just. I panicked. I went out in the garden. I grabbed an assortment. You're not gonna like it. I think it's better if you just adopt a new one and move on. I don't think you want to hear about it.
I deserve to know what happened to Otis.
Well,
I can take it.
Well, all right. I take a deep breath, sit down, and well, I'm very dedicated. I don't go home a lot. I stay here all night healing the animals, and I take my meals here. I take my meals here, and I was eating very, very, very salty potato chips. When Otis was looking up at me with those eyes, I'm like, oh, it was so cute. He was like begging.
He's so cute when he does that.
Yes.
Was he like doing
yes.
his little head?
Yes. And it was like, oh, he wants a treat. He wants people food. He wants people food.
Loves people food.
And I wasn't thinking. I gave him the chip, and it was really salty.
You shriveled Otis? Oh, doctor.
I'm so sorry.
That's such a horrible, painful death.
Well, if it makes you feel any better about his last moments, it was Cool Ranch, the chip, and he seemed to enjoy that. He had Cool Ranch on the way out.
So it was a cool burn.
And ranchy.
Can I see him, doctor?
Well, really, there's just kind of a shell with some crystallized mucus, but I'll take you back.
Please.
Okay, I'll take you back, but I just have to warn you, the snails I brought in, they're breeding out of control, and they need homes.
I don't know if I could. I feel a little bit like it would be being disloyal to Otis to just immediately go home with another snail.
I think he'd want you to open your heart up to other snails that need to get the hell out of my office because they're everywhere. That didn't come out the way I meant.
Do you really, doctor? Do you really think that?
Yes. Yes, I do. Because I'm a doctor.
Well, I suppose it's the least I can do is take them into a good home where they're safe and they won't be inadvertently killed through your kind intentions that were so misguided. All right. Before I go back and say goodbye to Otis, why don't you just bring back that other little guy? He was... Hello, little fella. He doesn't look like Otis at all, but he is cute.
And he really likes Cheetos, and those are very low salt.
I think I'll stick with donuts.
Scene. It's one of those nights. Okay. Casey.
All right. We have number 4,
Number
And-
4.
number 1.
And number 1, number 4, and number 1.
And the suggestion is dinner at grandma's.
Yes, you have to go.
I have to go.
Yes, you have to go.
Like
I have to go. If I have to go,
you have to go. But do
Right.
I have to go?
I have to go, you have to go.
Mm,
Tess, don't hang me out to dry here again. I am not going by myself.
Liz, I want to be there to support you. I want to be there to support you. I also need support.
I will, this time I will support you. This time I will, I promise. I've been practicing and I think I've got it. Yeah.
You've been practicing how to support other people.
Yeah, specifically you,
Oh.
actually.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Well, you know,
Um,
I've been discussing it a lot in therapy and I haven't always been the best sister. I realized that as your big sister, I had a responsibility to, you know, protect you. And sometimes I just wasn't really there for that. So I owe you a lot.
Wow. Liz, I appreciate you saying that. I feel like you've said it before, but I know you've been working on it, and I know that this is hard for you. I know that, you know, going to grandma's house is challenging for both of us.
Very triggery, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I just you know, as long as we're there for each other, as long as we don't bring up, you know, my job or really anything to do with money in general around her, then I think we'll be fine. It'll be fine this time.
Right. But what if she brings it up? Let's just prepare.
Yeah. Well, so I just don't want to go. Like, why would I even go in the first place? Like, no, you're right.
Yes, I think if we prepare and we're prepared to support one another, I think this could
Okay.
be a real breakthrough visit for us. I have a good feeling about this one.
Okay, so we've already established, you know, grandma, this is an art for me. This is something I care about. It's my body. I can do what I want with it. And
just because it's gross doesn't mean it's bad, Grandma.
well, okay, so Liz, that's where we went off the ledge the last time that we went over there. Was it's not gross. It's beautiful. It's art. It's how I express myself.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry. I forgot. It's art. Okay. Right. It's art. I'll get it this time. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, like you've been to my work. You know, there's a lot of body glitter. There's a lot of I get that is bothersome to you.
It's not, you know, it's not so much me. It's just, you know, Grandma doesn't like it. And I think it's weird in a very eclectic, unique, and special way.
You don't think it's you really sound like you think it's weird, Liz.
Tess, I'm trying to understand it. Okay. I'm really trying to understand it. It's not the glitter. It's not the nudity. It's not the feces. It's the context. Why do they all have to be around the dinner table every time? I can't.
Well, I'm not gonna bring the body glitter or the feces or the nudity to the dinner table, Liz. This is just my job, and Grandma is, and if anything, is the one that brings it all to the table. She's the one talking about, how stripping isn't necessarily, and exotic dancing isn't necessarily, a viable career. But it's important to me, and it's important to other people too.
I know. It's just I don't understand the whole, like, I get the pole and what that's a metaphor, but the old lady in the corner,
She's there for,
of course she's going to take offense to that.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
why don't you just take that out of your act, and then she'll be fine, and frankly, I will feel a lot better about it too.
Really? Well, you would feel better if I took Agnes out of the act?
Yeah, yes.
She's there, Liz, she's there for security reasons. I mean, Agnes has been there with me since I started at Stripperama. I mean, she's.
What are security reasons?
I mean, she can tackle people. She sees them coming. She has those huge, just Coca-Cola bottles,
all right.
I mean,
I never knew that. I never knew that. I thought it was some kind of kink or something, which really, I gotta admit, grossed me out. And that's probably what Nina's thinking too.
there is a kink aspect to it, but it's very subtle. It's very, Liz, look, you have a lot of knotted up stuff too. This isn't just about me.
Yes, I do, but I keep it buried away deep inside, like a healthy person.
Well, that's kind of what Agnes symbolizes. She symbolizes those repressed feelings that we shove backstage, that we shove to this, upstage right. She represents a lot of old ways of thinking, and in the importance of seeing new things coming your way that you could tackle, like new opportunities and body glitter.
So are you saying that I was the inspiration for Agnes?
Yeah, Liz, you're my Agnes.
Tess, I never knew that. It's really nice. I didn't think you really thought much about our childhood or me or our relationship or anything. I didn't know that I was part of your act.
Yeah, you've always been part of my act. I mean, ever since we were kids, and I'd cover myself in, feathers and whatever I could get my hands on, glue and glitter and things like that. And you would cover your entire body with saran wrap and galoshes and rain jackets to protect yourself. That was inspiring.
Really? I
Yeah.
just always thought that I was just, the uncreative one, kind
You're
of the
super.
stick in the mud.
You're super creative. You're the coolest stick in the mud that I know.
Well, you're the coolest weirdo that I know.
All right. Well, I feel okay about going to Grandma's house.
Me too. This is going to be a good visit, this one.
And the lights fade slowly to black. Human understanding. That's what it's about. That's right. do we have another pair of
Yes, we
numbers?
do. We have number 3,
Number
and
3
number 2.
and number 2.
And our suggestion is Sucker Punch.
Otis.
Yeah, Phyllis.
When you told me that you don't want to have children with me, it felt like just a punch in the gut.
Oh no, Phyllis. I would never ever use any part of my pseudopod to hurt you. It was never my intention to mislead you or hurt you in this relationship.
But Otis, when you asked me to come inside your shell with you, I assumed that we would make baby snails.
Well, I mean, I don't. Why does everybody have to assume that living together just means there's like another step? I mean, I think we were happy. We could be happy in perpetuity, just living together, enjoying the same spiral space.
But Otis, you know my morals. I can't just live with you in sin.
Oh, you're acting like you're the only one giving something up. I left my owner for you. I faked my own death to be with you.
Well, if this was just going to be us in a shell, then maybe you should have stayed with your owner.
Oh, this is a lot for me to take because I mean, we never really talked about the whole spawning and having children thing until we were in the same shell. I mean, can't we compromise or find out a way to like what I'm just a mollusk. This higher level thinking is really hard.
Well, I'm a mollusk too, and I just want to perpetuate the mollusk species. That's my role in life as a mollusk, isn't it?
Well, yes, but I mean, you have a career, in the garden. You're chewing on all those plants. You could have it all. Do you really want to give it up?
I'm just chewing on the plants to pass my time until I can really be fulfilled as a snail.
Oh, I mean, I honestly thought that you were holding back on your career because you were tired of dragging the slime trail against the glass ceiling.
No, all I ever really wanted was a shell full of little Otises.
Well, look, if I were going to reproduce with any other snail, it would be you. And if it's what you really want and we really love each other, then, well, let's go on this grand adventure together then.
Otis, do you mean it?
I do. I do.
Oh, Otis. Well, I have something to tell you.
Oh, what's that?
I'm already expecting.
You what?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, they'll be coming out soon.
Oh my goodness. Oh boy, we're gonna need a bigger shell.
Here they come.
What?
Here they come.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh!
Be careful, they don't have shells yet.
Names! Oh boy! There's so many of them.
Oh God. Oh, number one. Baby number one.
Oh
Baby
yeah,
number two.
mathematics are good. A good math.
Baby number
Numbers.
three. Oh, there's so many of them.
Oh yes.
Otis. I hope you're going to be very involved in their care.
And scene. Yeah, that's right. It's a naturalistic evening. That's what it is. Numbers, Maven. What do we got?
All right, we got number 6 and number 4.
Number 6 and number 4.
And your suggestion is, does your dog bite?
Does your dog bite?
My dog, full disclosure, has bitten one person, but they were really horrible and were kind of coming at me really fast. But otherwise, no. The answer is no. My dog does not otherwise generally bite.
That sounds like a really good dog then.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's great. He's a great, he's a mutt, but he's a great, mix, whatever it is. Yeah. Did you want to pet him or?
Can I?
Yeah, sure.
Yay. Oh, what's his name?
Sparkplug.
Sparkplug.
Yeah.
Are you a little Sparky? Oh, I love a mutt. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen you around here before.
Yeah, I play in the park sometimes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
I saw you all right.
Yeah. Mom won't let us have a dog, so we but they're so cool. We have 6 turtles. It's the weirdest. Yeah.
You have 6 turtles?
Well, 5 technically, but I like to say 6 because even numbers are better. Yeah, but they're all little baby painted turtles, and they hatched from a nest in our backyard. So Mom said we could bring them inside until they get bigger and the birds don't eat them.
That's cool. I mean, that's kind of your mom, who won't let you have a dog, but lets you have 5 turtles.
Yeah, dogs shed. Turtles stay in there. I want it to be a tank. Mom says we can't keep them once they get much bigger, but I want it to be a tank. But right now they're in a bucket. But it's not just water. They can get out of the water. They're not going to drown. It's okay.
That's cool. That actually sounds like an act that I've been performing. You said they were painted turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
What are you playing as a turtle?
In a sense, yeah, in a kind of metaphorical, turtley, taking the shell off kind of way. Yeah.
If you take a turtle's shell off, they die. Yeah, their spine is fused into it.
So metaphorical, not literally killing.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're cool.
Yeah, mom says I take things too literally sometimes. But wow. Yeah, thank you for letting me play with Sparkplug.
Yeah, you're a smart kid. If you ever wanted to watch Sparkplug or something,
Oh.
Yeah.
If you go out of town or something?
Yeah, well, I work late. I work overnight sometimes, and I feel bad leaving Sparkplug at home. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah. I live just over there in the blue house.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I saw you being sweet with another kid here the other day. You guys were touching hands or something, and yeah, I just.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's Ben. He's my best friend. He's
Oh.
Like it's he's nice. He's a nice boy. Yeah.
Cool.
He lives over in the red house at the end of the road.
Oh, the red house?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, mystery scene. What are the numbers?
All right, we got number 1,
Number
and
1
number 7.
and number 7.
Do you want a suggestion?
Yeah, we got a limited number, so I'll pick one of the ones we got. Suggestion is first and goal.
First and goal.
First and goal. Wow, that was quite a show.
I'm still processing everything that we just saw.
It was, I feel very well. I'm actually very honored that you brought me along.
You weren't like disturbed. I mean, my sister can be a lot.
It was a lot. It was a lot. I would be,
Yeah.
I would be, but you know, I loved it.
You loved it.
I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah.
But there was something that there are things about me that we've only been out a few times, and I mean, what is this? It's like our 5th date, right?
It's technically our 6th, but the first one was kind of like not really. So yeah.
Okay, well, 6 is good. No, I like 6. 6 sounds like way more than
6 or
5.
6,
So let's
yeah.
just I like that because there's just a lot of things that I keep not telling you about myself because I think it's too soon, and she's gonna think you're weird, and then she's, and well, I have a history of sort of like ruining relationships by being a lot or being too much or being too weird. And so I'm really trying to break that pattern, Tess. And Tess, seeing Tess, letting me see Tess.
Yeah.
Well, it gave me a little bit more courage to maybe you could see the real me and you wouldn't think I was so weird.
I see. Yeah, because I have a lot of experience with that. I mean, I basically grew up with that, and I know that just because something is incomprehensible does not mean that it's bad.
Oh, whoops.
No.
No. I saw the light just went out of your eyes. See, I didn't even tell you anything. I just said that I was going to share something and I just saw you leave.
It's just, every time I bring a date here to see her show, I always think we're going to go out and have a big laugh about it and just, talk all night about how crazy that was and how we don't understand a single thing. And every single time this happens, they love it. You loved it. You identify with her, not me.
You didn't like that show? I thought you brought me because you wanted to share it with me.
I didn't even understand it enough to have an opinion about it. I don't get a single thing about that show. Why is there a turtle in the corner? It used to be an old lady. Now it's a turtle. I don't understand either one of them.
It's about having to hide your true self. But that but that you're connected to the hiding. It's about how if you were to if you were really to extricate yourself from the process of hiding, it would be like ripping a part of you out. And so you embrace your turtle, you embrace your shell as a part of you, and yet you want the freedom of coming out of your shell. And so you fuse your hiding with your openness and you love them both. Wasn't that clear to you?
Well, you explain it really well. And I think I get it a little bit better. I think I get her that a little bit better. And I think maybe I could kind of get you a little better. If you could just explain all this art to me.
You know what I love?
What?
First of all, I love that cheesecake. Can I just have another bite of that?
Yeah.
I love that you have no idea what that show is about.
No idea.
And that you keep going over and over and over again. And that not only do you keep going over and over again, you keep bringing your dates over and over again. Although I have to say, there's a part of me that's a little sad to know that, like, I'm not the first person you brought here. I thought I was kind of special for a minute, but
I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, sorry.
no, it's okay. But why do you keep doing that?
I'm trying. I am trying so hard, Lucy. I am trying to understand her because I feel like if I could understand her, then maybe I could understand the way she understands me. And then I wouldn't always find myself in failed relationships. Does that make any sense?
That's what the show is about.
The show is about me?
Well, I think it's about trying so hard to understand someone else that you love that is completely incomprehensible to you.
So you're saying the show is about me?
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, how does the show open? You tell me, think really hard about how the show opens, and I think you're going to see that it's all about you.
Okay, so she starts, she has that bag of Cool Ranch chips and she sprinkles them all over the stage. Right? then she's naked rolling around in them and they're sticking to her body.
And then she starts to shrivel up, right?
Right.
Touches them.
Oh my God. Am I the Cool Ranch chips?
And scene. Sometimes there's nothing to say. Casey.
Yes. All right. Last pairing is number 3 and number 5.
Number 3 and number 5.
And the suggestion is the phrase, "Why are you blowing in my ear?"
Why are you blowing in my ear?
Oh, that's not me. That's the fan.
Oh,
You
no, that's fine. Yeah,
Like, okay.
of course, it's the fan. Right. Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah, no, it's fine. So anyway, Ron Bauer's class, it's just lecture. I'll email you the notes if you want. That's fine.
Okay.
That's a strong fan. It's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, look. Just look. It's happening. You don't even know. But all my life, I mean, since I was a little guy, it doesn't matter. Never mind.
No, just
Never mind.
tell me. Ben.
When I was a kid, I had a snail. I put it in the tank to keep the tank clean because I had, the fish and stuff. and all of a sudden there were all these other snails. Now that snail didn't have a partner. Okay. That snail
Yeah,
just
they-
reproduced. That just reproduced.
They do that,
It was like
yeah.
it was like some sort of magic.
Well, no, it's biology.
I preferred at the time to think it was magic.
Okay. Okay.
But even at that young age, it struck me that it was an awesome metaphor. In fact, for there was this girl named Wendy I was in love with. And I had a lot of shame because my parents ran a number of illegal businesses out of our house, and most of the people in the town knew that.
Okay.
And I took risks in terms of like revealing my feelings
Okay.
for Wendy, which when you're 5 is a very big thing.
Sure. Yeah.
And she gave me a Hertz donut.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she was 5, right? I mean,
But you see, it has nothing to do with you and me. Never mind. So anything else that you need in terms of the notes or anything, just let me know. Okay.
no, just okay. Don't do that thing where you wanted to tell me something important, right? We've been studying together for a long time. We're friends.
Yes.
You can tell me about Wendy or the illegal businesses that your parents were running.
I would rather tell you about the snail.
Oh, the snail. Okay.
I am very much like that snail.
You can reproduce asexually?
Almost. I'm not sure about the reproduction part, but I essentially am.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Asexual. I'm essentially
Right.
asexual. I'm essentially a snail.
Okay.
Except all I reproduce is neurosis. And right now, what I'm doing with you is what I've done with everybody that I've ever had any interest in whatsoever, which is just overoffer and drive them away thinking that I'm some sort of weirdo who lives in the red house.
You know what, Ben?
No.
It's not your over offering that's driving people away. It's the shame, you're so hard on yourself. You wear it like a shell. God, it's like it's like follows you into the room, It's not your fault.
My parents sold counterfeit K95 masks.
A lot of people did in those days. Nobody knew what to do. My parents forged COVID tests. It's fine. It's fine. Look, you got to throw all this like past out and just change the narrative. Forget the snail. The snail wasn't better off than you. Forget Wendy. Well, she sounds like a little dork. Hertz donuts. Donut. Whatever. Come on.
I lost track of her.
Yeah, that's fine. You are in college now. You're a smart guy. You're a great study partner. I bet living in that house made you really resilient. You just got to stop feeling like, oh, the kid in the red house.
Well, on vacation, it feels like, I feel like I'm home here and then I have to go there.
I
They
know.
still live in the red house.
I know. You know
And-
what? It doesn't have to be your home anymore. You're grown.
Can I come home with you? Can I come home with you at vacation time? Can I be with your family and be a member of your family and we'll all be a big happy family? I bet you got a great mom and dad. I'd be a really good son. They would love me. I do dishes and I make my own bed. And that would be really nice. What?
Ben. This is the part where the overoffering is.
Right. That's it.
Right.
That was it.
But that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you're onto something. You can build your own life. And you don't ever have to live in a red house anymore.
Well, I do because when I go home on vacation, it's the red.
No, but you could They have programs where you can stay in the dorms over break. You could come to my house for Thanksgiving. We just take
Really?
it slow,
Really?
right? Like you don't have to.
Really?
You don't have
Do you
to
have cranberry sauce from the can or homemade?
from the can.
Oh, awesome. That's the way. That's the right kind. You
Yeah.
have the right kind of cranberry sauce.
But we're not perfect. You know,
You're perfect.
families aren't perfect.
You're perfect. You're perfect in every way.
Ben, you got to just chill a little, you know? Just,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm cool.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm cool. I'm cool. You probably don't have the right kind of stuffing.
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of stuffing do you have? Just out of curiosity.
It's like from the box and it's always too dry,
Yeah.
you know?
Really? It's
Yeah,
kind of
it's
got
like
that
your-
weird.
it's like croutons. It's like
Yeah.
stale.
It's got that
like
weird
they've been
yellow color.
Yeah.
You have the perfect stuffing, son of a bitch.
You think that's perfect?
Yes.
Listen, if you come to Thanksgiving, don't tell my parents that I told you about the COVID forgeries.
No, I am very good. I am
Okay.
very good at not revealing the secrets, except to you about my family, but that's different.
Okay.
because-
All right, good, because we're not supposed to talk about it.
No, they could go to jail.
Yeah, they did.
Scene.
All right. Thank you. This has been yet another typical collection of two-person scenes.
Should we all come back and say goodnight?
I think we should all come back and say goodnight. And beyond saying goodnight, I think we should share with the thousands, hundreds of thousands of people who are watching us at this very moment. What did we learn tonight? What indeed did we learn tonight?
I'm left with the understanding that sometimes snails reproduce sexually, but sometimes they reproduce asexually.
That's right.
Okay.
They apparently
Sorry.
have choice.
Alex can't let that stand. She needs to correct us.
Alex,
Good,
this is
because I'm
improv.
confused.
This is improv, Alex.
Yes.
Little things like scientific fact.
But we might as well leave people with the correct information.
What is the correct?
Snail reproduction is fascinating. So it is. So
Believe you.
they will create these little darts, these like little hard darts of pheromones as love darts, and they shoot them into other snails. And then that snail absorbs the love dart and is like, oh my goodness, I must breed. And all snails are hermaphroditic. So the two snails both inseminate each other and both lay eggs. And the love darts are theorized to be the inspiration for Cupid's arrow.
So they're hermaphrodite
For a
cupids.
human what?
For Cupid's arrow.
Oh, for Cupid's arrow.
Cupid's arrow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, you got your next act right there. It's the whole thing right there.
There is so much there to absorb.
So much.
It's great.
That's awesome.
Thank you for letting me vent.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
teaching
So
us something
glad
new.
that Alex is a mophead. We are so enriched.
Me too. Yeah. Well, can anybody? I don't know if anyone can top that. What else
I
have
don't
we
think
indeed? No.
I think,
No?
I mean, clearly that's what we all learned tonight. Don't you think?
We learned how snails reproduce.
Love darts. Love darts.
Of the-
Darts. Love darts.
Love darts.
Snails are the inspiration for Cupid's arrow.
And it's almost Valentine's Day.
And if there's not a punk rock band named Love Darts, there needs to be.
Yeah.
I think you should start it, Walt.
Yes. Snail
I think
on
it's
the
like-
first album.
What's
I think it's
metal?
actually Love Darts / Slimer,
Hmm.
or maybe that's their first album.
There you go.
I'm partial to Cupid and the snails.
Cupid and the Snails.
Snail.
That's good too.
Or Cool
Well-
Ranch Kills.
That's their first hit single.
That's our first, yeah.
Well,
Seeing some.
from Sean Oback on the keyboard to
Hey.
the mighty Casey on the numbers, mavening to all the rest, we thank you all for being with us this evening. And in the very near future, we'll be back, but we don't know exactly when, in the theater. I do believe there's one show in the theater that's going to happen live. It's Will Hughes' monthly show is, I think, going to happen on the 21st in the theater. And then the Mop and Bucket Company will meet and figure out what the hell we're doing based on Omicron. Everybody is growing these things, and I am joining them too. And we hope that you at home are growing these things as well. For all of us, to all of you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful, prosperous, healthy week, and we'll see you again in the very near future.